here, it's like party time, and from here to here, it's like serious.
I'm ready.
Okay. Before I came down, I never wanted to go to church at all. I was not into it. I was bored. I didn't know what to do with myself. And then my mom told me she wanted me to go to Houston, and I say this trip has really turned me around.
The thing I found the coolest about this trip was just the relationships with the people around me, us as a group. I feel like we grew together.
I really enjoyed the connections within our group and outside of our group. I really think that people connected with God in many different ways.
I kind of felt like I came in to this, now looking back, with a couple of closed-minded views, and now afterwards it's kind of made me question some of my viewpoints and look at it from a different angle.
About other ways that I can get involved in the church and in the faith community, like volunteering at different places or giving money to certain places that are sponsored by the ELCA. That's something that will really affect me in my future life with the church.
Certain things that I didn't really have much idea about what was happening, such as immigration or how people around the United States are really affected by violence. Coming out of this with a bigger idea of what's happening around the world, really, and how we as a community can kind of help.
It was cool that everybody was connected through God, and so I got a free hugs t-shirt, and we hugged way too many people. Every few steps you ask somebody for a hug and they give it to you, and that was really cool.
But this one with this many people loving God and being around people who are talking about him all the time, it's definitely something to experience that I feel like every young Lutheran should experience. I'd say my favorite speaker is Brian Stevenson. When he talked about how our children are still getting thrown into jails with adults, that and his whole story about being a lawyer was inspirational and made me want to do something to change that.
I am always impressed at the gatherings by how differently you see the kids doing church and being together as part of the larger church. They seem to have fun in a way that they don't do at home. They are free in a way to sing and worship that we never see at home. They talk a lot about the relationships that go deeper with themselves and with each other here. I like to know they're hearing what I hope is the same message of grace and hope and love and mercy that we try to preach and teach to them all the time at Cross of Grace, but they seem to hear it differently here. It's directed at them in a way that they feel is special and for them, and they seem to receive it then in ways that really make a difference.
Experience did change everything. My faith is a lot stronger now, and I've met so many good people, and it's such a diverse community that the speakers are very relatable. I've had a lot of fun.
Probably the part I won't forget is all the relationships I made, whether that was growing relationships with people I had in my group and from our church, or that was making new friends and meeting new people from other states and other churches around the country. And I also will remember connecting with God more on this trip than I have ever before.
Another thing that was a highlight was that starting with the first night, we had kids in our debriefing sessions each night say things like, I heard something tonight that really made me think differently about such and such a topic. That felt like a win pastorally, when we can get people to see something new and something that is beautiful and God-given. But what really was impactful for me was that all the kids helped me see things in a different way. They helped me see each of them in a new way. Get to learn more about who they are and what their gifts and talents and unique quirks are. And it was a phenomenal couple days of learning about each other and learning about God through one another.
I think that the service activities, as well as the other, the speakers, the awesome music, and the discussions were a bit like a baptismal immersion, and something resonated with each teen, and they will all come out a little bit different than when they came here.
I see God in a bunch of different ways now than what I never saw before. That God has a plan for all of us. God changes everything. We just don't know what the plan He has for us. I never saw that until this trip.
Great.
Thank you. We're honorary Texans now.
This
Changes
Everything.
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 This changes everything.